DC United and Los Angeles FC are underway. Rooney's ball in the air from Jordan Harvey. Rooney to win it back. Zimmerman waiting for it, almost out jumped there. Steven Birnbaum, who scored with his head last week, it's out for a goal.
Can McCann deal defensively with Carlos Vela? The rotations for LAFC, Vela's a guy they want on the ball at all times, and does that keep him pinned back, which doesn't give DC United width on that left-hand side.
Leonardo, the right back who was starting in the Copa Libertadores final. It's down by Rodriguez. Shirt just there. Going to cross for Hara. Harvey is there instead. Rossi trying to escape from Paul Arriola, is able to tackle it out. Just playing that pass. Segura trying to win it back in. Canals out-muscled in the middle. Leon had to step quickly on Diamande. Toronto have won all three this season against a Chicago team. Reports this week might be on their way back into the city of Chicago, and Soldier Field is just a touch there from Briant in front of Diamande. And it's cleared away by Hamid. You see some of the other games coming this evening. Minnesota final away game before they move into their new home next week. And then tomorrow, Kansas City at Cincinnati. Here's Vela running in now on Birnbaum. And Birnbaum able to make the tackle there. It's Vela looking to make his room.
Carlos Vela running at you like that, backpedaling to stand his ground. Great defending.
Canals that time blocking the attempt. A third chance in this sequence for Vela to roll it in for Jordan Harvey. Is that an outstretched arm? It's a penalty. Leonardo Hara had his arm outstretched in their first 4 games, and they've only conceded 1 goal in those 4 games. And Hamid is down to make the save. Second attempt off the post. Third attempt is blocked by Birnbaum.
That has separated Bill Hamid over the past year and since he came back to MLS, is making the big saves, coming up when his team needs him. It comes off the post, but he goes the right way. It's not a really well-hit penalty by Carlos Vela. He doesn't get all of it, drags across the grass. It's the cover on the second one as it comes off the post.
He's got the best goalkeeping statistics in the league since he returned last August. Zimmerman out-jumped by Birnbaum there in the ensuing corner. Harvey trying to hold it in. Acosta getting rid of it. He's got Arriola.
It's a great ball here. It's going to take a big bounce.
To us to try to deal with it. Fans are shouting. No foul, though.
Today I went down there to have a look at it. It looks a little bit patchy in certain places. You see the ball a little bumpy, not as easily moving around. That's something Bob Bradley obviously will make a meal of. But you can see DC starting to come to life now.
Well, they're trying to wheel away from McCann. And I don't think he really wanted Atuesta to come take a touch on that ball. Tracking back to knock the pass away, nutmegging Jordan Harvey. Here comes Arriola. Rooney's in the middle. LAFC getting some numbers back. And Beta sure able to clear that away in front of Acosta. Brianto, good work on Diamande to win it for DC. They're hesitating. Diamande able to win the ball quickly in for Vela. Birnbaum the defender. Vela back to that magical left foot and he scores! Never mind a save penalty. All he needs is the next chance and LAFC take the lead.
It's a misplayed pass, but Canals gets there, and instead of just trying to play this one simple, in the middle there, just get rid of it. Diamande does well. It's a great ball into space, and as Steven Birnbaum told us yesterday, he says, you know it's coming, but you can't stop it. You can do your best to try and get close, but you know he wants the left foot. Vela comes back onto it again. He just sets you up with that little half touch to create the space. This one here, just to get it out of his feet on the left foot, and then there you go. Bend it at the corner. 1-0 LAFC. Nothing Hamid can do there because he sees it late, and Vela catches him leaning to his left.
Diamande a little bit slow to get up behind the play.
Hamid comes up with the save on the penalty, and then again they're giving the ball away and allowing LAFC space in transition to get Carlos Vela out in the open field, which is not a good recipe if you're trying to win the game.
We asked him a couple weeks ago, what's changed? Was the public perception of you just wrong? Or has the story changed? Have you changed as Arriola gets that cross in and Zimmerman sends it away? And Vela told us, the guys I played with, and why they said the things that they've said. And he made a couple interesting comments to us. First of all, I said, listen, if you're going to come from La Liga to MLS, you sort of have to be the star.
One of the other things he said, what stood out to me was, well, when you're in La Liga, you have Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi there that are the best players. To become the best player, it's a lot harder. And here in Major League Soccer, he really feels with his skill set, he can be a superstar.
House again playing with fire back there by himself. Gets tackled off the ball. Here's Latif Blessing. Here's Diego Rossi now. Rossi rolled to the middle. Vela got there, deflected. Great reaction by Hamid. As that took a redirection, the flag was up for offside though.
A little bit to start to try and take those balls in and create some good opportunities.
There's Blessing giving that one away. Canals sandwiched off it though. MLS on Fox, sponsored by AT&T. Was alert there, quickly taken throw. Still there to get it though. Quick outlet for Vela, quick outlet for Diamande, just a touch to slow it up from Briant. Diamande looking to hold off Birnbaum. Diamande couldn't find the right angle. Vela's going to keep that ball in play.
His body across the field, opening up gaps, and then composure in good moments to play the right pass. Very good start to the season for him, not just this game.
Ramirez will be coming on in the next moment or two for LAFC.
His DC bench echoing everything that Stu Holden has been seeing from them. They're saying every opportunity LAFC has had has been off of a direct...
Vela's cross, Rossi scores! Diego Rossi there. Quick giveaway in the middle. Outside of the left ball from Vela.
Across the board, just how quickly. 1-2 touch, and they're in behind. And then Carlos Vela in this moment. Look at the run from Rossi. He's the one that plays it wide to Vela, and then the commitment to get on the end of that ball. DC United just all over the place defensively. Moreno's trying to come out into that area. We said that right side for LAFC would be a focus for them with Chris McCann at left back. They take advantage of it once again. He's cut up the field. 2-3 passes in behind, one-touch finish from Rossi.
He's coming off the bench the first couple weeks.
I tell you, I've been really impressed with him in this little midfield position here, especially with the injuries to Horta and Lee Wynn. Oh, here they go in behind.
Ariola chance now. Miller scrambling back to his goal line. Segura running with Ariola. Support now coming. When he once again over it.
Could have a shot from here, John. Try and catch Miller at the near post.
Scored more goals from free kicks than anyone else since he joined the league last year. This is a cross. Birnbaum into a great area. Briant a touch. Canals in the area. And in the end, Miller able to grab it, and then Miller and Briant collide. Middle for Mark Anthony Kay. Good alertness by Ariola though. Then Kay picks it right back up in front of Canals. Gets it away for Rossi! Oh, it is all LAFC here in the first half at our nation's capital. It's 3-0.
Clearance from Hamid, nobody there. Mark Anthony Kay takes too many touches, gives it away. Sloppy pass then from Ariola. DC United are pushing up, they're trying to get out. And then Diego Rossi, I mean, say no more about this finish. Look how he takes a gamble, and you see there, Hara thinks that DC have possession. He's stepping out, which leaves that space for Diego Rossi. Instead of taking a touch, first time, he recognizes that Hamid's off balance, and it's a bending ball. It's away from Bill Hamid. At full stretch, can do nothing to get to that. Difference, John, in a game like this, when you're playing best in the East against best in the West, mistakes that maybe you make against other teams don't get punished in goals. Against LAFC, you allow them those chances. They are the best in the league at putting those away, and they have done it 3 times in this game.
DC said, Ben Olsen made the point.
On this game down and to get themselves back into the game with a little confidence.
They certainly have the personnel with Wayne Rooney and Luciano Acosta, but we really haven't seen much of Rooney outside of taking those free kicks. In for Rodriguez, back for Acosta, it's beyond him, and he's upset at that decision. Hara pressuring forward, but Rossi ended up taking off the ball. Rodriguez helping. Here's Hara thinking about it and letting it fly into the stands.
They're making mistakes that are uncharacteristic of this team. That's what I'm surprised at more than I thought coming into this. LAFC was a more complete team, and the way that they play and that identity that they stick to.
House knocked that ball in the way as Segura was looking at Costa. McCann at the right side of him, but Ramirez can't make the tackle. McCann's cross. That was knocked about twist in front of Miller. You mentioned Today is the anniversary of the first ever MLS game as Ariola is in front of him. Ramirez coming as well. Rossi on the overlap. Just used the space to find it in for Rossi. Back stuck. Opportunity. Ramirez couldn't quite get there.
One of the things I said earlier in the broadcast was how impressed I've been with Latif Blessing in the middle of the field. That pass is a perfect example of why.
Early outlet for Vela now. A little bit of a bump there from McCann. Vela picks it up on that magic left foot, and that time right to Hamid. 5,500 games in MLS history. Only twice has a team come back from 3 goals to win. And that man's been involved in both of them. In fact, these teams have been involved in both of them.
The realm of possibility, but it doesn't feel like a team that is in a position where they are going to give up those types of opportunities and goals for DC United.
Well, they can go score a 4th. Not on that one. Hamid up to get it. This is the way you start it, right at the end of the first half. Fans are on their feet at Audi Field. Wayne Rooney. Couldn't get it over the wall. Still a chance now. Trying to find McCann. And that's going to end up as nothing. That's sort of about how the day's been for DC United. With whatever seconds are left.
That back pass, Sabiga was going to give them a chance there, but as soon as the pass went backward, he called it.
3-0 up on DC United at the half in a matchup of first in the East and first in the West, for that matter, before the Galaxy won last night.
Can they find moments to play between the lines, to pick the right pass and not make mistakes in their own half, and then start to get in these types of areas in the final third where they can get Acosta and Wayne Rooney in front of goal?
In swinging ball, Briant got a touch to it, but reaching back. Schedule in groups is going to be revealed at LAFC Stadium, Bank of California Stadium, Wednesday evening in LA. As Blessing come away with that ball back in the middle. Ramirez had it blocked. They're shouting for a handball. Call in the field is no against Briant. Acosta a touch, a red card. It'll be a yellow.
It could be a red, and that's what I'm saying. I think because of the fact that it skips away and Rooney gets to it, and
clear and obvious in the mind of Robert Sabiga that he should have shown a red card. No yellow. It's going to be a red, and he already knew it. He was handing off the captain's armband before the red card came out of Robert Sabiga's pocket. So Wayne Rooney has been sent off. 2002. So Rooney is off. DC down a man, down 3 goals. Off the chest. Rodriguez hit that well. It hit the outside of the netting. Half the fans thought that was in. Some of them still think it's a goal. It wasn't.
DC United are going to keep going here. This ball comes in from Acosta. Nice little touch to lay that one off from Ariel.
About how this game is completely blown up in his hands. Confirmation from Katie. She could not repeat anything that Ben Olsen was saying. So there you go. A giveaway there to Paul Ariola. He's completely by himself right now.
Is picking up steam every single game, and it was going to be tough to raise the bar from last year. Something Bob Bradley always talks about, raising the bar. How can we? Lovely little move here.
And House breaks it up though.
This game today against DC United, top of the East, 3-0 in the first half. Look out.
That idea, then, the comparison to Atlanta last year, that they went from a very successful expansion season. Middle, Miller spilled, and in a collision there, Ariola picks it up. Miller made the save. Briant the follow-up, saved off the line by Beitashour. A third attempt from Canals is blocked away. Not sure that was on target or not. Harvey got his body in the way.
United, as this ball comes into the box, Tyler Miller, not very strong coming for this one, takes the contact with Briant. There's the first save. He gets up to make it, and then that's what you need, your defenders in those moments.
Moreno for Ariola. All this without Wayne Rooney, sent off earlier this half after video review for a tackle on Diego Rossi, who's now drawn 3 red cards early. It's the ensuing free kick. Rossi's gone away from it. It'll be Atuesta to fire it in off the bar. Blessing looking to hold it in. Boy, Hamid was at full stretch there. To a second.
Oh, and I was thinking, this angle over here on the right, I mean, that is inches away from perfection in the top corner. This is Hamid's, and Hamid had a great leap at it. He was already...
Mohamed El Munir just played his 20th game for Libya. after a Cup of Nations qualifier against South Africa.
Some players who had no idea about Segura, and even his broadcaster didn't know a lot about him, but just the thing that stands out to me is how smart a player he is, and just reads the game well, doesn't take chances, doesn't make mistakes.
Here's Hara sending that one, and off the bounce, Miller gets there, not very sure though. Birnbaum, another block by Beitashour. That wasn't quite on the line, it was the top of the 6-yard box.
On a clean sheet right now, but it has been less than convincing from him in certain moments. This one again, he comes out, it's not a clear and confident take. He fumbles it a little bit, and relies then on Beitashour to clean that one up. A quick glance down at Bob Bradley, and knowing him as a former player of his, just to glance over at his goalkeeper coach to say, hey, what the heck was that? And Tyler Miller made a point to us.
Particularly since Wayne Rooney's arrival, the goals went up, the assists went up, and the number of full games played went up. As his first 2 seasons, he very rarely made it through 90 minutes.
Let's not forget either, we haven't really talked about it. Lee Wynn's out, Andre Horta's out. A number of players, Diomande went off injured.
Won that tackle. Ramirez now for Rossi, sitting on a hat trick. Hamid couldn't keep it out. That came off a giveaway. And Diego Rossi, 3 goals today. LAFC with 4. It is an absolute rout here in this matchup of top of the West against top of the East.
Starts with a giveaway from DC. It starts with the counter press from LAFC to create these moments in transition, and they all end with clinical finishes. Once again from Rossi, he waits for Hamid, and then he comes back to the near post. He opens his body shape up, trying to offset Hamid just a little bit to maybe make him think he's going to go to the far post. Comes back to the near post, and there's the hat trick for Diego Rossi.
Sort of made there. As Durkanu was the U17 World Cup a couple of years ago, part of the U20 group, and an opportunity didn't come for him in MLS or anywhere else. He had been playing a 1.5 years of indoor soccer. Ramirez an attempt. Hamid, a late reaction, able to make the save.
Blessing once again coming back to clearance.
Ariola's ensuing corner. Briant trying to get something on it. Miller spilled it at the end there as he landed awkwardly, and the whistle goes for a foul. America draws a foul. Trying to wheel away from the traffic. Looking to go quick now. Alyssa Segura. Beitashour tracks him down. And able to block the cross.
Cross at left back as well. Jordan Harvey, similar type of player, MLS veteran, role player, really important in the way that they play.
Ariola read that the whole way. Ameriquois chance, but it's right to Miller. Rossi quickly the other way. Ramirez looking to turn. Segura there in front of Blessing. Beitashour scored last week in San Jose. Why not? He's back in his hometown of San Jose. His dad told him, go out and score a goal for me. That's exactly what he did. Moreno trying to control a bouncing ball now. Eddie Segura on his back, up from Atuesta. Another corner for DC. His in-swinger by Segura, and looped over comfortably in the end by Frederic Briant. As we said, has won all 3 games coming in. They've got a healthy Josie Altidore. They've got a wonderful new addition, Alejandro Pozuelo. Got Michael Bradley. Here's Rossi looking for his 4th, right to Hamid. Michael Bradley looking for a big bounce back here. This has not gone on, I think, the way anyone really would have expected it. Not to say that LAFC isn't capable of doing big things, but just this was a match of the 2 really heavyweights. This was, as Ben Olsen called it, a really sexy game. Good chance for both teams to make an early season statement that it's been LAFC doing all the talking. Ariola's cross. Zimmerman stooping low, yet another corner up the way for DC now.
So the quick turnaround is a good thing. Ben Olsen said his team and his staff have been planning for this stretch. So Eastern Conference opponents, Western Conference, when they go to Colorado, he's going to do that over the course. It's a team that he hasn't had to make many changes early in the season with the red card to Wayne Rooney. Morris still out with that broken jaw. He's going to have to shuffle the pack a little bit and see what his squad depth is like.
Latif Blessing now teeing it up and setting it in the stands. This was a meeting of the 2 top teams in the Supporter Shield standings coming into the weekend. Top of the West, top of the East. This is all LAFC. This is a big, big statement made by Bob Bradley and his team. But they are for real in 2019. Diego Rossi, a hat trick.